What's going on, YouTube? OCD for EDC here, and what I've got for your face balls today, this is going to be an insane unboxing. So, I just got home from a work trip. I've been gone for a handful of days, and I came home to a mountain of packages. So, strap in, this is going to be a big one. We've got brand new stuff from Spyderco, we've got stuff from viewers, we got stuff that I've been waiting on, and prepare yourselves. Hopefully you're all sitting down. The Tucson order showed up. Just letting you know, I'm actually not going to unbox that Tucson order here because it would be an insanely long video if I were to do that. But we're going to open up all the rest of this stuff. Got a whole bunch of stuff here. Just a little FYI, the Tucson order. We are going to get all that stuff up on the website. And yeah, so we've got a whole bunch of work to do there, which is gonna, yeah, we'll be busy all weekend long. That's for damn sure. So first up, we're just going to get right into it because, like I said, there's a bunch of stuff here. We've got a couple of envelopes. So it feels like there's some stuff in here. We're going to take a look at it. This first one here, let me get a little, actually, let's use this. We're going to be using the old aluminum scaled blue accented Benchmade bug out here. And we are going to just start getting into some of this stuff and see what all we got. Trying not to cut any letters or anything. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Oh, look at that. So we got some stickums right there. Check that out. So this is Bees Blades. I know he's on Instagram. I'm not sure exactly where all you can find Bees Blades. Like I said, I'm confident he's on Instagram, potentially on YouTube as well. I apologize about that. I just been extremely busy. But if he has a YouTube channel, go check it out. And check him out on Instagram. Got phone calls coming in. Yeah, my life, guys, has just been an absolute unbelievable. Yeah. Between doing this stuff and my full-time job, it has been absolutely insane. Okay, now this guy I know for sure has a YouTube channel, and he's got his information on there for Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. So this is Lions Jewelry and Edc. Go and check him out. So I got some stickums from him as well. So thank you very much, Leo. Greatly appreciate that. Bees, thank you very much for sending the stickers over. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys have been in contact with Molly or not, if she sent you some stickers, but we will definitely do that. Now, I'm going to set these over here and these over here. Hopefully we don't end up knocking them over, but we'll see. Okay, first up, we got a small flat rate box. Now, I'm pretty sure, oh, well, I don't know which one this is because I got 3 small flat rate boxes, but let me see what we got going on here. Okay, nothing on that. Just some packing. Boom. Okay, so this, I think that's all that was in there. Yeah, pretty sure. Okay, so this is actually an old Benchmade model that I did some little bit of horse trading for, and I was hopeful that this was going to show up before I left town, and it did not. So that was kind of a bummer, but I'm home now. It showed up. I think actually Molly just got it picked up yesterday. So anyway, the postal service has just not been reliable. That's for damn sure. At least it showed up. That's all that really matters. So here it is. Let's get in here and check out, see what all we got. We've got the paperwork, we got the baggie, and we got some blue foam in the bottom of the box. Here is the model. This is the 741 Lum Onslaught AXS, apparently. I'm going to guess they mean axis there. But, so this is a Bob Lum design. This is the 741 Onslaught. Check that thing out. Absolute beast of a knife. I think something like 4.5-inch blade. Let's figure that out real quick, because you guys know that I like some bigger knives, but let's see what we got going on here on this hoss. 4.3-inch blade, big old boy, 154 cm. It's got a Spidey hole. It's got an axis lock. Looks to be pretty much perfectly centered. Might ever so slightly be favored to the clip side. But yeah, beautiful knife. Black G10, contoured handles. You got this kind of divot here. Clip is not reversible, right side tip up only. You got a milled flat area here where the clip screws on. The hardware is interesting. It's kind of almost like it's got a maybe a titanium nitride coating or something on the hardware. I'm not sure what the coating is exactly, but it's you know, it's kind of like a blackish coating. Yeah, interesting. So there you go. That's first thing up. Oh, we do have a backspacer. Looks to be Black G10 as well, and it's rounded. Sits ever so slightly proud of the scales. Now, I have not handled this knife before, but first impressions, this thing is, one, it's a hoss, and two, really comfortable in hand. I mean, it's definitely a handful. The handle is quite thick. Not as heavy as you would expect for a knife of this size, but you can choke back, you know, and do some whacking. Really, really cool. So we're going to be checking that thing out for sure. Like I said, I traded for that one, so definitely super pumped on that. So thank you very much, sir, to you know who you are. And just an FYI, your knife is shipping out today. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoy that. Okay, next up, this is one that I got in for review. Now, this was sent over from Tier 1, which I'm almost positive. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty positive that Mr. Tier 1, his name is Justin as well, so has to be a cool guy. Here we go. A little Tier 1 stickums and magnets. So that's really cool. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. You can see the old refrigerator magnets there. These things are really, really cool. Digging that. Yeah, definitely some cool sticker work there. So awesome. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so that's the path of travel. All right, so this one's getting thrown around to multiple different people. And like I said, this one was sent to me by Tier 1. And this is the Frag Pattern Nimble. Really cool knife. This is my first time ever handling the Nimble. You know, it's pretty small. I mean, I dig it for sure. It's a cool looking knife. But, you know, kind of one of the reasons, I guess, that I didn't, you know, get one right away, just due to the size. You know, it's pretty small. Now, action on it feels fantastic. I don't know how much this particular one has been carried. Don't really know anything about it, other than this is a black wash blade. We got raw frag pattern tie scales, black clip. Yeah, so pretty cool knife, definitely. So flipper tab works great. Front flipper works great. You can Spidey flick it, so you can do all the stuff. Detent on it's pretty light, but it's adequate. You know, I mean, it works well. I don't know, you know, how easily yeah, so it's certainly adequate. You're not going to shake it out real easy. I'm sure you can, but you know, it's nothing that's going to happen when you don't want it to. So that's awesome. All right, let me put this note back in the box here. Okay, so next up, we've got another flat rate box. What did I do with the bug out? This one's got a bunch of tape on it. Oop. She slid out. Okay. Alright, let's see. This box is pretty heavy, so we got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Okay, gonna have a big old trash pile on the ground here. Alright, that's all what we got. Let me pull the note out of here real quick. Boom. Okay. Awesome. Well, we are going to check these out one by one real quick. So first up, we have a full-size Contigo. This is M390 810 is the number on this. This is the Benchmade Contigo 810. Really cool knife. So if you guys, this is a little more popular knife than the Bob Lum Onslaught here, but give you an idea of the size. You know, the Contigo is definitely a big knife, but the old Lum's got her whooped. So we'll put the little nimble up top there between the stickums. Okay, next up we have got, this is what was this, a Going Gear exclusive 940, I think, the black and blue 20 CV blade steel. I could be wrong on that, but this is an exclusive 940. I think he put some, oh, never mind, KnifeWorks exclusive, sorry. And this Contigo is a KnifeWorks exclusive as well, so both of those are KnifeWorks exclusives. I was thinking that the Contigo was just black and blue, but I could be wrong there. I've never owned one. I've handled a few of them, but yeah, really cool knife. You know, just a blade design. I mean, it's an Osborne, so very similar blade shape to the 940. And then here we've got the HINDERER. This is the Fire Tack or Fire Track or Fire something. Fire Tack, I guess. So this one's got HINDERER Stonewash Blue anodized thumb disc to match the blue G10 scale. And this one is for sale, he says, the owner of this knife. So these are just in for review. I'm just checking these out. But this Fire Tack is for sale. So, yeah, if someone's interested in that, there you go. 20 CV blade steel, you know, titanium frame lock, and then G10 show side scale. You got that titanium liner on the show side, blue thumb disc. Action is actually pretty fantastic for a HINDERER. Yeah. This one is rocking the tri-way pivot. So there you go. I don't know if there's different gens. I don't know, you know, all the details on the HINDERER stuff. I know, you know, like XM18s, there's different gens and whatnot, generations. I don't know about this, if there are on that particular model or not, but I'm guessing if there were, he would have put that on there, and he didn't. So I think the Fire Tack is just the Fire Tack. But there you go. And then this one right here, super cool knife. This is one I have handled a couple of times, but I never really carried or had a chance to really check out. I've just, you know, fondled them, drooled on them, that kind of thing. The Benchmade Anthem. Super cool knife. Like I said, I've only ever gotten to, you know, play with one for a few minutes, like out at Benchmade, that kind of thing. But the Anthem, super, super cool. Every time I handle one of these, I'm kind of shocked about how thin and slim it is. Just to see it in pictures and see it on camera and whatnot, I always just assume that it's a much thicker knife, but it really isn't. The thing, the action is phenomenal. The coil spring for the axis is just never going to fail. And so that part's fantastic. I mean, the Anthem's just a great knife all the way around. One of the best knives that Benchmade has ever done. Very, very cool. You'd see I had Band-Aids on my fingers this week. I beat the shit out of my hands constantly. And this week was no different. I was out on job sites and, got a cut or 17. So that's just how it is. But anyway, really, really cool knives there. So Jeremy, thank you so much for sending these over for me to check out. I greatly appreciate it. So we got the Contigo, the 940, the Anthem, and the FireTac. So I think we can see a bit of a theme here that Jeremy likes, blue. Also, very much likes Benchmade. And likes, thumb stud, thumb disc opening methods. So, I would say that I don't know what Jeremy has in the rest of his collection, but certainly got a little bit of a theme going on here with these four. So that's very cool. So let's set these off to the side here for a moment. Okay, actually, let me get this up here. We're running out of space quick. Okay, next up. I'm going to open this kind of off camera because it's a big ass box. I'll, kind of get it in here a little bit. But this is all brand new stuff. Now, most of what's in this package has actually already been sold. And you guys let me know in the comments. I might be able to get a couple more of these, potentially. I don't want to make any promises, but I might. If somebody out there wants one, I'll do what I can. So a few weeks back, I opened up and showed off some button lock knives. Now, hold on a minute here. Okay, so we've got a bunch of packing peanuts that are freaking dusty. There's like packing peanut shrapnel all over the place, so I'm trying to keep that to an absolute minimum. And now, oh boy, what we got going on here? The sticker is stuck to the bag, which is stuck to the pouch. Okay, so here's one right there. Maybe you guys already know what this is. I'm going to keep working through it. Hopefully this one's not... Things trolling me. Alright, hold on a second. Let me move this off to the side. There's one right there. And here's one right here. Okay. I think that's everything out of that box. You guys can see the shrapnel here. These had plastic bags over them. And yeah. Packing peanut dust everywhere. Okay, we need to get some stuff moved out the way here. All right, hold on a second. Like I said, this was going to be a big-ass unboxing. We're going to start with this little guy real quick. So check this out. This is from Civivi. This is a little key bit, and it's a T6/T8. I had not seen these anywhere prior to this, and I've never seen one in person. They may have had these at Blade Show and I just didn't pay any attention. They probably did, honestly. But so there we go. And then get out of there. All right, so you get some O-rings and a split ring. So this is the key bit, is what they're calling it, I guess. Yeah. Here's the part number right there. Key bit C2004 is that an 8? Yeah, 48-1. So this one here is gray titanium container, steel torque screwdriver tool set, T6 and T8, with one-piece steel key ring. All right, so you get, it's an OSTAP L design. That's pretty cool, and it actually has it laser etched on the split ring. You get some new O-rings, which I am, okay, yes. So apparently they think that that O-ring's gonna fall apart or something. Apparently you could put the split ring through that hole, I guess, and get some more torque on it, or just put a rod through there. But there's your Torx driver. So double-sided T6, T8. And it's 1/4 inch. I'm assuming here, actually. I'm just going out on a limb and saying that it's a 1/4 inch hex, but I don't actually know that. Generally, they're either 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, or 4 millimeter. Okay, so there you go. Really, really cool little tool here. It is magnetized down in this section right here. So, and that's your driver section. Definitely you could get some decent torque on there. Oop. Let's just go ahead and see if we can throw this split ring on there real quick. There you go. All right. So that's your guy right there with the little split ring. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. Something, it's a small little package right there. Throw it on your keychains. You got a T6 and a T8. Handy dandy little thing. I don't remember what these things cost. They're $20 or something like that. Little titanium, and they came in a few different colorways. So that's pretty cool. All right. We got another box here from the Civivi. Let's see what we got in here. Okay. Got some poison for the trolls. Again, shrapnel. Okay, got all the normal, books and shit. Little Elementum sticker. That's a green-handled one. Cleaning cloth. And then we got a purple turd in there. Bam! Check this thing out. This thing, I was definitely pumped when I saw this. This is the, I'm going to guess laser, or, they're a little eccentric. And so it's probably Lazar. But anyway, this is oh, good God. That guy. Elijah Isham. Good Lord. Drawing a serious blank there. But anyway, this is an Elijah Isham design. The Lazar or laser or something to that effect. Basically, it's a grown-up McKenna, which the McKenna is actually a fantastic little knife. This thing is just much bigger. Still very slim, very lightweight. And where's my measuring stick? So just to give you an idea, so there you go, basically 3.3 inch blade. I think the McKenna was like 2.5 or something. I mean, the McKenna's tiny, really is. This is a front flipper. Action on it is fantastic. And this is a budget knife. Yeah, so this thing's got, it's got 10 CR 18, or no, 10 CR 15? Is it 15 or 18? 10 CR 15 MOV. So it's got a lot of CRs, and not quite as many CO MOVs as the 9 CR. So it's one more CR and 3 less MOVs, but there it is. And this one is the purple G10 variant. Blade centering is perfect, and standard Civivi fare as far as the way it's constructed and all that sort of stuff. I can't remember what the price was on these, but definitely a cool little knife. And I really, really liked the McKenna, and so I figured I would really enjoy that one as well. So I really just grabbed that just to be able to check it out, you know, get my paws on it. Okay, so we got these packages right here. So this is what we got. For those that are unaware or were not watching the first video, this is, I don't think the last ones came with these cards. Maybe they did and I just didn't, because they ended up going down the road so quickly, and these are no different. These are gone as well. But like I said, so before I pull this thing out of here, if you guys leave a comment in the comment section, let me know if you want me to try and get a couple more of these. If anybody else is wanting one, actually, you know what? Send me an email. That would be best. Send me an email and I'll see what I can do to pick up a few more of these. They're pretty scarce. They're not really easy to get. But from the last video I did, I had 4 during that video. They all sold immediately. I'd kind of intended on keeping one for myself. They were all gone. I ended up getting 3 more. I was only able to get 3, and they're all gone. But like I said, if somebody else out there, I will do what I can to pick up another one, or a few more. But here it is. 220 millimeters overall length, handle length 125. For those that don't know, it's 25, I think 25.4 or 25.6 millimeters per inch. So just over 25 millimeters per inch. Yeah, blade length 95 millimeters, weight 155 grams, blade thickness 4 millimeter, blade material 390, handle material TC4, that's 6AL4V titanium, same thing, grade 5 tie, 60 to 62 HRC. And what this is, comes with the extra hardware right there, thumb stud, pivot, new button, new spring, all the hardware. And let's get into the knife. Man, I'm just struggling today. Here it is. This is the Maxace Babylon right there. Super cool knife. There we go. Get it open there. So, you know, titanium, M390, button lock. And you can hear that it's dry. Action is still, I mean, it's still a freaking guillotine. Now, let's see here. So there is a little bit of blade wiggle there. So that was something, so Lefty EDC, Kevin over there, he purchased one of these from me. And, you know, he's a bougie bitch. So he had to, you know, have a problem with this. So, you know, if you shake it, you can kind of hear that. You know, it's really kind of the nature of a button lock, but you know, you could put a stiffer spring in there, which would force the button over. So the deal here is that the blade, you know, you have 3 points of contact. On this knife, the thumb stud actually hits, actually you can see it right there where it hits on the frame, and that is the stop pin in the closed direction. And then where the button interfaces with the blade, there is a ramp right there. And so if you look at the button construction, this is the portion that interfaces with the blade, and it's tapered. It's not straight on the side, okay? So it's tapered, and so the button is trying to be forced in this direction, okay? And so that spring tension is pushing the button that way. The taper is trying to suck the blade in to the handle, but it can't go any further because 1, it's captured by the pivot, and 2, the thumb stud is hitting the frame, right? So it can't go, the blade can't go down anymore. But in order to have the blade be able to be flipped, you have to, that taper has to be done in a way that you overcome that spring pressure. As you can see the button, as you start to open the blade, the button gets pushed down, right? You see that? And so that is the detent of the knife. Well, now if that detent is too strong, then you won't be able to flip the knife out. Okay, you'll have to push the button to release the knife, a la the Elementum button lock. This is the reason why Civivi chose to not give the Elementum a thumb stud or some opening method like that. The opening method is push the button, because then you could have a button that has square sides, and man, that that leftover Band-Aid adhesive looks terrible on my fingers. But anyway, the button has square sides, so it interfaces with the blade, 100%. And so when it's in the closed position, it's locked up tight. Here you have just the tiniest bit of blade rock. It's not even blade rock. It's the price you pay to have a flipper or a thumb stud or a flicker button lock. This is just physics, and you could help this out by putting a stiffer spring underneath there, or changing the geometry. So here is the spring. It's got a screw stuck in it right there, but that's the spring. So if you put a stiffer spring in there, it's going to hold the blade down tighter. However, it's also going to be harder to flip it out. So there's always a trade-off in everything, right? Like, you can make the handle stronger, but yet it's going to be heavier. And so there's always a give and a take with any engineering. That's just the way the world works. So you can improve one thing, but you're going to make it worse in some other metric. And that's what's going on here. So this amount of blade wiggle is that you're starting to compress that spring. It's starting to come over the detent, and that's what's going on there. So you can see the thumb stud is not engaging the blade on one of those little cutouts, or the handle, I mean. So where it's actually, and actually it doesn't even matter because it doesn't engage where the cutout is anyway. You can see the cutouts don't go all the way to the blade. So you can see right here, that outer diameter is the same here as it is out here. So it honestly doesn't even matter where those little cutouts are. Yeah, makes no difference. But now what could make a difference is the thumb stud, there's going to be a shoulder that goes through the hole on the blade. And if there's any slop in that hole, what you would want to do to tighten this up is put the thumb stud in there and push it down that direction. And if there was a little bit of slop in that that interface there. But either way, like I said, it's really kind of nitpicking. And, as anyone that bought a Hoback Sumo has found out, there are just issues. Button locks are a very, very difficult thing to make absolutely perfect. They just are. You're never going to have the perfect detent and all that stuff on a button lock. It's just the way it is. Some are better than others. Now, see, this one doesn't rattle, but it's still it's just a little bit stiffer, a tiny bit. So that interface right there might just be ever so slightly at a different angle. And you may be able to take some of that out by just spinning the button. Yeah. So, I mean, the difference is negligible. Like, I mean, it's so minute between them. But the reality is, this is, a fantastic knife for the money. If you like a button lock, for the materials you're getting here, titanium, M390, these things sell for, I think it's $255, something like that. And that's half price of a Sumo. And yeah, one of the cheapest full titanium button locks I've ever come across, and it's a cool one to boot. So there you go. There's the Maxace Babylons. Like I said, if somebody wants me to try and get another one of these, email me up here. I'll do what I can. I'm not making any promises, but there you go. Those are the Babylons. Now, all 3 of these will be shipped out today. Just a little FYI. This video will go up. The guys who purchased these, you know who you are. So, yeah, these will all go out to you guys today. All right, we got one more box. Now, I am not going to do the sharpness testing on all these knives just because this video is already way too long. However, we are going to do it on whatever's in this box. So this here, shout out to Omaha Knife. This showed up. This is the latest and greatest from Spyderco. And for those that don't know, I am in the Spyderco Collector Club. So I get every single model that Spyderco puts out. And here we go. Holy cow. What do we got here? What do we got? Okay, we got one card. That's the paperwork. All right, well, we only have one. Just one lonesome knife in that box. Let's see what it is. I have no idea what this is. I haven't looked at the sticker. I didn't look at the email. Boom. What the... They're doing another run of PM2 Maxace? Is that what this is? Alright, congratulations. So here's the paperwork if you want to pause it right there and check it out. No, this isn't a Maxace. They're using the gray scales. So, okay, this is a Blade Ops exclusive. This is interesting. I did not know that this even existed. So this is a Blade Ops exclusive. Gray handle. Looks to be identical to the Maxace PM2s. Actually, I have a set of those scales. Just get a little look-see on them. I would say, yes, that's the exact same color. But this is not Maxace, guys. This is Lmax. So you don't see Spyderco do Lmax that often. Really cool. So, you know, it's just a standard PM2, Golden Colorado, gray G10 scales, and Lmax steel. Interesting. So Lmax is a really, really good steel. Definitely one of the better steels out there. And so that's pretty cool. All right. Now, let's get in here. Let me move some of this stuff out the way. Okay. Wow. Too much stuff, man. Too much stuff. Gotta move the stickums. Okay. Let's get this put down. All right. Here's the sharpness tester. All right. So you guys can see the digits there, hopefully. Here we go. We're going to do the Spyderco PM2 in Lmax. Here we go. Here we go. Wow. 95. Sub-hundo. 95 on the Lmax. That thing's cool. Look at that long tail. I just burned up a bunch of test media there. Man. You know, if you pull too much out of here, it's kind of like trying to put toothpaste back in the tube. It just doesn't really work, and you got to take the whole thing apart, and it's a whole pain in the ass. You know, so happens sometimes, you know, on those bigger jobs. All right. I feel like since there was only one Spyderco in that box, I feel like we should probably test a couple of these others that we know are brand new. So this is the Civivi Lazar, or Laser, whatever. And this is the 10CR15 MOV. Here we go. $185. So not the best result ever, but you know, it's sub 200. Spyderco's just spoiling us these days. You know, they're coming in more and more sub 100, which is just phenomenal. It really, really is. All right, so we're going to do one of the Maxace just because I got another one loaded up here. We'll hit one of the Maxace PM2s. You can see here that belt satin on the Maxace. Beautiful. Really cool knife. Here we go, here we go. Right on the number at 200. So, you know what? I'm going to do this real quick just because I have it sitting here. I don't have my good strap here, but I do have this one. Someone asked me the other day to test a knife and then show a little strap. And actually, I'm not going to use those because those are not mine. But I'll use this one real quick. So we had, what, a 195. Let me get this loaded up, and we'll do a couple of passes per side on a strop here real quick, and then hit it again and just see if we made any improvement. Like I said, this isn't the strop that my good strop that you can pick up at OCD4EDC.com. Made right here in the wonderful Iowa by Mr. Stephen Kluver. Go check those out. And you can get free shipping on those. Use code Walter Forever. But I got this paddle strap from Sharpening Supplies. It just happened to be hanging on the wall right here. Got some fine compound on here. And I'm just going to hit a couple of times on the strap. So we'll just do... Yeah, we'll do like 8 passes per side and then go down from there. We're just going to hit it a couple times. It's kind of hard to do this under the camera, but we'll see. I'll probably make it worse. I don't even know if that was 8. I wasn't counting. Got to talking. Good Lord. I'll tell you guys, my life has just been such a disaster. It's been so freaking busy at work, and getting pulled in so many directions. It's really difficult to keep it all straight. I got to be honest. The number of phone calls that I get in a day is just, I feel like I'm a freaking call center. But you know, doing what I can. So if any of you out there like have messaged us or whatever, and like, I mean, Molly does a really good job of getting back to people, but sometimes she has to talk to me about certain things and I'm not around or whatever. So just be patient with us, guys. Yeah, we have so much going on. It's just, I can't even begin to tell y'all. It's just, we're doing the best that we can. We're 2 people and trying to do a lot of different things. But anyway, Civivi, Lazar, post-stropping. Let's see what we got. Like I said, I probably made it worse, but here we go. Look at that. 135. Big 135. So, you know, a little more stropping. We'd be sub 100. So we dropped it by, what, 60 grams. So not bad. So there you go. Just a little stropping thing real quick. This video is right at almost 45 minutes long. So anyway, there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, if you're interested in picking up a Maxace Babylon, email me info@ocd4edc.com. These 3 are being shipped out today, along with the knife that I traded for this Benchmade Onslaught, along with a bunch of other stuff. We got tons of orders and all kinds of stuff going on, but a whole bunch of stuff's being shipped out today. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Jeremy, thank you so much for letting me check out these. The Nimble, I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but anyway, oh yeah, Lions, Jewelry and EDC, go check them out. Tier 1 gear reviews, go check him out. And Bees Blades, you know, go do the things. Put the thumbs on it. you know, throw something at the whatever smash like thing and yeah, headbutt something. Love you guys. I'm out.